is good, YouTube? It's your boy Cali Games, and I have another video for you guys. And today we're going to be talking about special tuning slots again, but for this time we're going to be talking about rapid cards. You know, I guess I just want to get straight to the point. I think you already understand. Basically, let me give you TLDR. We're going to kind of run down every single special tuning slot and explain to you if you should equip it or not based on the particular plays you play, or based off the type of person you are as a My Hero Trauma player. Because some players are actually good at the game, some players are not very good at the game, or some characters are designed to be more support, some characters are designed to be more, aggressive. So, it's sort of, some characters lack movement and this and that. I'm just basically going to run down each one of those slots, and I'm going to tell you if you should run them or not, or blah, blah, blah. Let's just get started. First one we have here is Bakugo's Machine Gun special tuning slot. It is going to be plus ultra turbo. Sorry, excuse me. Basically, when you knock somebody down, you can get some plus ultra charge, and that's good if you combo it with the other Bakugo plus ultra charge. So it basically, I believe it's like what, 5%, something like that, every time you get a knock. So you also tag that with the 20%. If you're, again, this particular slot, my bad, by the way, when you do knock someone, you have the ability to run up walls, and I believe you get a little bit of movement. No, you don't. You just have the ability to run up walls. That could be clutch. For example, you're in a team fight, you knock somebody, and you say, oh crap, I gotta get out of there because I might get caught up in in trouble. If you're playing a character that lacks movement, this is actually pretty good. Being able to run up walls for a good decent amount of time is really strong. So look at that. At level 11, it's 50 seconds. That's a lot of time. And again, this specific slot is designed for players that can constantly get KOs. So we're talking about 3 to 4 KOs a game. If you're not getting about 3 to 4 KOs a game, just be real with yourself. Do not touch this card at all. If you basically end games with like 1 KO, just go for something else, please. This is only good if you're constantly getting KOs, and it combos very well with the other one, which is, I think, is plus ultra plus, I don't know what it's called, the strike version of this, and it gives you like 20% charge whenever you get a KO. So yeah, do not touch this if you're a bad to average player, but if you're above an average player, it's not bad. Probably really good if you're, it gets better depending on how good of a player you are. Okay, let's move on. Revenge Rapid. Now, this is more better if you're not that good of a player. If you realize you're getting situations where you end up getting cracked, and it's really strong because it gives you a movement speed boost, which is great. That's good, and you get the ability to run up walls. So the higher level you get it, the more time you run up walls and stuff, and you have this boost in movement. So if you notice that you get in situations where you get in trouble a lot, this is perfect. You get cracked, you can easily just skedaddle out of there. You get that boost in movement. You can run up walls, and it could just save your life, man. Honestly, I think this is not bad for below average players. And if you're a good player, even if you're a good player, like, there's some times where it just happens. You just get jumped and you end up getting cracked, and this can save you some time to escape, to heal up in a corner somewhere, and your team can have enough time to heal you up and can stop someone from chasing you down like they're psychopaths, because everyone in this goddamn game doesn't stop chasing you forever. Okay, my bad. I'm just rambling on. Let's move on to the next one. Wall Runner. Now, this is one of my favorite to run on certain characters. Like, this is what I'm talking about. You having Wall Run on a character like Monoma. Like, I'm not saying it's bad to have on Monoma, but Monoma can basically run up, like, he has infinite cooldowns. He can just spam betas like 50 times and get above a wall. So why would you end up putting Wall Runner on him? I'm not saying you shouldn't. It's not terrible, but this is specifically for characters like that have zero movement. We're talking about Ibarra. Like, I love this on my Ibarra builds. Like, it makes my Ibarra a lot more like a slithery snake. Like, sometimes you think you're gonna get jumped. Oh, I have Wall Runner active. Boom! I just run around and escape from trouble. I can go snipe up. I don't have it right now, but I will get it on my my Kendo when I get a chance, if they have it on the right side. But I do want it up for Kendo, and it's really good. It allows you to get out of trouble and this and that. So I strongly recommend. This is probably one of the better tunings in the game. especially for characters that have no movement. I also have it on my Shigaraki because where Strike Shigaraki has no vertical movement in a way, and it's gonna let him get up building quickly and probably spam betas and spam alphas or whatever and chase down people. And there's always a surprise when you see a freaking Strike Shigaraki. You think you're safe, and he runs up out of nowhere up a wall and just grabs you with his Gamma. So yeah, this is really, if I would make a tier list, maybe I can make one in the future. This is probably going to be an S tier S tier slot here. Let's move to the next one. Wait, let me drink something. Sorry, my bad. I should probably cut that out. We're gonna go with the Camouflage. I kind of like this one. It's not bad. Funny enough, if you look at the low levels, it lasts for a very long time. Like look right here, 36 seconds. Your stealth when your team goes down. That's a lot of time to get out of trouble. Sometimes you experience it. You're in the games where the team fight goes south very quickly, and this can help you get out of there quick enough. If your character has no movement, there was a moment when I was in Ibarra and my teammates kept going down. This is great for Ibarra, I think, actually, but I would not waste it on her. There's this wall running here I was just talking about earlier. I'd rather have that. But if you're putting on a budget build, if your team goes down, you can be in stealth, and I believe you can proc her special action and res while invisible, and it can help in the fight. But again, I don't think it's worth wasting a slot. But if you're always playing solo and for some reason you keep getting games where your teammates keep going down instantly, I guess it's okay. It gives you time to run away and get res cards and do all them shenanigans. Not a fan too much. I think it's pretty average. I don't recommend this really. Let's go with the next one. All Might's Gatling. Again, this is for good players. Well, if you're not a good player, you want experience going plus ultra multiple times. So this is great. It gives you healing. It gives you a good chunk of health whenever you plus ultra. Because currently when you just plus ultra, you just gain shield. That's it. But this also gives you shields and health, and it allows you to not get knocked down easily. A lot of abilities will knock you down. But I personally don't think it's worth it. There's just better options. But if you're a really good player, I guess this is good. Let's move on to the next one. Toga Sting Dance 1. This personally is one of my favorite. But again, like I said before, this is more for better players. If you're not consistently getting about 3 to 4 KOs in a match, this is basically useless. Honestly, every time you get a knock, it gives you at max levels 95 shields. If you get 3 knocks in the game, 3 knocks in a row, for example, you're back to full guard. That's really good. Three knocks before, it was crazy. When you get a knock, you had shields completely replenished, which thank goodness that was removed because that's insanely broken. But it's still pretty decent. It's not amazing, but it's still pretty decent, and I think it's good for more for better players. If you're, like I said before, if you're a good player, it's really good. Let's move on to the next one. Myriad Togata's Quasi Permeation. Now, this is specific for people that love to go for the box, which I don't understand the fascination for people trying to rush at boxes, especially in ranked. I personally think, especially if you're a solo queue player, because I noticed that when me and my friends, because usually when I do play, I play in a duo sometimes with some of my friends, and I noticed that the randoms would probably try to land that box, and maybe they had this perk. I guess they could do that. It won't let you get hit for a couple of seconds or so. But again, just to do that, just to get a free box, I don't think that's that great, because some people could just stand around it and end up taking it anyway. But it's still funny to see that people don't know this quirk exists, and they see people opening box and they're wasting their attacks on them. See, that's why I personally would check if your team. This is why personally, if you're in the if you're in a pregame lobby, just go check what your teammates have. Maybe they have this, so that could let you know, oh, maybe we should land box and protect this guy, because he might try to open box quickly. Because you can also combo that with another quirk that allows you to open box faster. So yeah, and again, you don't even need high levels on this. 10 seconds, I believe, is more enough time to open a box at spawn. But yeah, this is okay. I don't really like this. Unless you're a guy who's greedy and just loves to go for box every single match, I would stay away from this because after that, after the first like 15 seconds of the game, it's not useful. And I personally like to use like special tuning slots for like things that can be useful throughout the entire game or can help me in multiple instances of the game. And this is not one of those quirks that does that. Next up is card duplication. Now this is good, especially if you have a team that is hungry for level up cards. And it works great if you have a coordinated team as well. Like if you have a team that can allow you to practice, that can get knocks, like, oh, I had this card equipped and your friends are gonna allow you to do this. Let me get the knock on this guy. It's gonna double up the res card, double up the cards that they drop, like 4 level up cards per KO. And again, and like I said, this is primarily for people that can constantly get 3 to 4 KOs. So if you're not a good player, I don't get this. Like again, this is for players that are pretty decent at the game and that can consistently get 3 to 4 KOs a match at minimum. All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh, my bad. So the next one's the final one. Last, but it's all right. I mean, for the new character, Tamaki, I think it's pretty good. Basically, whenever you melee somebody, it scans them, and as you can see at level 11, it scans it for 30 seconds. That's a lot of time to be constantly tracking on an enemy. And I think it's still pretty good at decently low levels. Like, you don't need to spend a lot of cards on it. I wouldn't say I would go out my way going for this, but if you have a character like Twice that can easily melee, or you have another character like Aizawa that can easily melee, and if you're playing like a more of a support role, this can kind of target enemies and, you know, highlight them for your team. If your teammates, like for me, I know sometimes I end up losing enemies when they turn around corners and they fly away, and it's just a perfect way to catch people. I mean, so your teammates can easily catch people and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. If you want, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm curious what you got to say about this list here. Maybe you can tell me if I was right or wrong about this and that. And yeah, just maybe share the video, tell your friends, and have a nice debate in the comment section. I'll catch y'all later, man.